Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Robia and welcome to a brand new video. You might be thinking that I am not fully done with my makeup, and that is because I am creating a new challenge, a new trend. I don't know if it's new because everyone's kind of having to wear a mask right now, so I'm sure everyone is kind of participating in this, but basically I'm going to go from this to this, and that is just with doing my realistic Eid makeup look, which is probably with Eid being in quarantine and staying at home, we are going to have to wear a mask. So I wanted to create a look that kind of embraced that and made it feel beautiful. So if you guys do create this look, please make sure to tag me on Instagram. It is at Rabs Beauty. So I really would love to see what you guys do for Eid and all of that. And this was 100% inspired by the final episode of Instant Influencer, which is a beauty competition show that was on James Charles's channel. So I will link it, I'll link you to his channel down below. But if you haven't watched the show, I do have some spoilers because I talk about it. So if you haven't seen it and you want to watch it, you might want to watch it first and then come back to get my point of view on it. And then I will also link down below my entry video into the channel, into the competition, if you guys want to watch it. I did want to be on this show, so I didn't get on it this time around, but hopefully next time I will. But this look and challenge or whatever was 100% inspired by that, so I really enjoyed that show, and it was just a great opportunity for smaller content creators. But now that I'm done rambling, if you guys are interested in how I got this look, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, and with that, you guys, let's just get into the video. So we're starting off by acknowledging the fact that I have a huge pimple that is taking residence on my face. So what I'm going to do is just spot conceal that for my own sake, because I'm probably going to look at it throughout the video. But again, the whole point of the mask, so this is the mask I'll be wearing. My husband ordered it, so I'm not really sure where he got it from, but if I find out, I will leave a link down below or just mention it right here. So you're only really just seeing my eyes, so I don't need to do this step, but that pimple, it's not cute. So I am just going to kind of hit this, so where you're going to see some skin, and I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade 38 in Medium Tan Neutral. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit on my skin for just a bit, and I'm going to go in and define my brows with the Anastasia Brow Powder in the shade Ebony. And this is the time you kind of want to define your brows a lot, because the only thing they're going to be seeing is your eyes, so you might want to just take some time to define it. I would go in with a pencil, I just don't have one on hand. I'm just following the natural shape of my brow. So I'm just gonna, so that is the brow filled in. I'm gonna do the other side right back. Okay, so I've filled in the brows a little bit. Now I'm just gonna go out and tap this concealer out. Again, you don't have to really worry about the rest of your face, but I just don't want to look at that pimple for the rest of this video. The only thing I'm going to do for my lips is hydrate them. I got this Kosas Sport lip balm. I heard Kathleen likes talking about it, so I ordered it during the Sephora sale. I'm just going to apply some of that on. It's really thick. I like it. And it has a really earthy finish, but it's kind of weird because it comes out I don't know if you guys can see. It's long. So at first I was like, oh, it's kind of weird, but it coats your lips nicely. Over top of that concealer, I'm going to go in with a little bit of foundation. I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Fresh Wear. Just literally maybe less than half of what you would originally do. So I'm just taking that much foundation. And I'm going to primarily focus this right around the tops of my cheekbones. Because even though you don't see too much of my cheekbones, I want to make sure that it kind of blends upwards. So now that I have that foundation on, I'm going to go in and conceal. I want to go in with something that's really going to brighten up my eyes, make them look poppin'. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I use this in the shade Natural Beige. And I'm just going to highlight underneath of my eyes, this down my nose, I mean, honestly, you could do a full face of makeup if you wanted to underneath this, like if you're gonna take your mask off and all of that. So I'm doing the whole purpose of this video is just for fun, for that trendy effect of like you don't need to put makeup on your entire face because of the mask, but you can always do a whole face because I'm sure at some point you're gonna take the mask off. But I'm doing it for that trendy thing from the Instant Influencer episode. So how did you guys like the show? I honestly, I really enjoyed it. There were certain episodes, like there was only 4 episodes, which I mean, I kind of wish that they had a little bit more contestants and all of that, so that there would be a little bit more maybe representation, maybe a little bit more diversity on the cast. Because like with 6 contestants, like totally understand that you can't get as diverse as you want, but I also know that it was made free for the public. Like no one had to pay for it. You didn't have to have YouTube Premium or any of that. So I appreciated it, but yeah, there was only 4 episodes in the show, and out of the 4, I think the only one I didn't like, there was only one, which was the 3rd episode, and I didn't like it because of the apology portion, just because it made me feel like, wait, like why is this like funny? Like apology videos should be super sincere. And I also just didn't like that Benji won that one because he was like fake crying and he had like his lashes falling off, and I just was like, that seemed like the most insincere one. I thought Kaylin did what if she would have gotten it done. I totally understand that she had like bad time management, but I kind of like that she took the time to write it out and really think about how she would feel having disappointed her followers. And then Ashley, but I think the reason they didn't pick Ashley is because she was winning a lot. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild contour palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. This yellow is my favorite, and apply that right underneath. So my favorite contestant on the show, the person I hoped would win, was Kaylin. She's actually someone I've started watching. I like her a lot. I feel like she genuinely is what she was on the show, like just a nice girl that enjoys doing her makeup. And I actually really enjoyed her concept for the final trendy makeup look, the owning yourself. It kind of reminded me of when I think Nabella started the trend of like writing mean things that people say about you on your face and then like blending it away because you know you're beautiful no matter what anyone says. Like it kind of reminded me of those vibes, and I actually liked her photograph a lot. But Ashley, I totally like get why she won. She's very on trend. I go in now with this Fenty banana powder and give myself a bake underneath of my eyes. As a viewer, I feel like we watch the show and you're like, why would he make that mistake? Or why would he make that choice? But I feel like once you're there, it's a little bit different because of the pressure and the time. Because like one of the challenges was the get ready, red carpet ready in 30 minutes, which I feel like I would be able to do that. But then I don't know, like having to like shop at Ulta during the time, and then just like not even like second guessing yourself a lot because of the judgment like that of the judges. And then if you as an influencer, when you're getting judged by millions or thousands of your like following, I feel like it's a lot harder to do than it is to say. I am going to go in with my deepest bronzer to give some drama to this look, and I'm going to focus it kind of higher on my cheekbones so that you can see it through the mask. I'm going to drag it down a little bit, but I basically want to get this contoured up here. I feel like the show kind of gave a lot of people the opportunity to showcase themselves. Even if you didn't make it on the show, when James did the initial like casting call making a video of it, a lot of his viewers, I feel like if you did it early enough, I did it pretty late, so I think I missed out on that bandwagon, but I was watching a lot of people that did do the challenge, and their following grew even just from that. Like people were able to be discovered, and I honestly, it's just so great to me that James Charles gave smaller YouTubers that platform. I really do hope he does a season 2. The only critique the biggest critique I have is like that I hope it's a little bit more diverse this time around. Like, I'm gonna go in and highlight with the Prosecco Pop Highlight from Becca. I'm gonna focus that a lot. I feel like with a mask, you can go in like heavy with your highlight because that's like what's gonna pop. So I'm just gonna pile that on. The Patrick Ta blush in the shade She's a Seductive, and I'm just gonna kind of give myself like a very diffused, I don't know, application. One challenge that was like super interesting to me was the drag challenge. That was, I think, episode 2. That was so much fun for me to watch. Like, and I was like, oh my god, that would be so much fun to recreate. I don't know how to block out brows, and that's something I want to learn. Probably around Halloween time I'll do that. But that was like a really fun challenge to watch. And then the one challenge that got me like thinking the most was the first one. So the first one and this final one was the one that got me to think the most about me as an artist, or as just somebody that plays around with makeup. Quickly gonna start working on my eyes. I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Nude Rich palette, and I honestly haven't played with this as much as I should be because it's such a beautiful palette. But I'm gonna go in with this center shade and work that into my crease. But again, with the whole fox eye trend, I wanna kind of blend it upwards. So all of the blending I'm gonna do, I'm gonna blend up. Just had to ask them, like, when you come in, like, come with your makeup done in a way that expresses yourself. And I really, like, after that episode, sat and thought, like, how would I describe myself through makeup? Because, you know, that one, Ashley's makeup, I loved it. The whole, what was it, like, ink blot look that she did. Oh my god, it was so beautiful, and I totally got the concept that she was going for with it, and it was beautiful. And it just made me think, like, how would I describe myself in makeup? And I think I'm gonna try and create a look like that. If you guys do want to see that, please let me know. But I'm gonna probably just do it even for myself to see how would I translate me via makeup into this deeper pink shade. And I'm gonna basically kind of do the same thing that I did with that other shade, but keep this pretty low. And then again, just kind of flick it out on this end. It's gonna look crazy before it makes sense, I promise you. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease with my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard. And the way I like to cut my crease is I just draw a line on to my lash line, look up, look around, and then I kind of create a guide for myself, and I just follow that through. I always stop my cut crease like halfway because I like that soft look. But for today, to elongate that eye, I'm just going to kind of wing out this crease so that I get that shape of like being pulled up. As for the judges, obviously James was really good. I feel like he had a really clear vision for what he wanted, and like kind of just like, I feel like he just had an arsenal of like things he sees that bother him and he wanted to address on the show, and kind of give tips and tricks to, even if you're not on the show. I feel like he gave really good insight for anyone that is a beauty or content creator. And then we had Norvina, which honestly, like, I want her to be one of the first people I see on my Instagram now. Like, she's so knowledgeable about information. Sorry, really quick, I'm gonna go into that same deep shade and kind of just trace around this crease. Again, to keep it soft, gotta keep it real to myself. I love a crook crease, but I like a softer one. But anyways, Norvina's super knowledgeable. Like, I feel like she could just start like a course online on how to, you know, improve your artistry as an artist, and then also just how to like market yourself in this world of social media. I feel like she gave some of my favorite tips and tricks, and I feel like she was like the most honest one. Like she wasn't there to like help make sure your feelings didn't get hurt. She was there to like better you as an artist. Going with this pinky purple shade, and I'm gonna apply this on this outer corner of my eyelid. Honestly, my favorite guest judge on the show was Lipstick Nick. I feel like she was there to help with artists. Like she talked about techniques, like what could have gone wrong, how to better it. Like she was my favorite guest judge, which is surprising because I really did think Mario would be. And Mario was a lot more technical because I feel like he really has a good eye for detail, and he what has been on campaigns and stuff. But again, Mario is also just a really big name. Like, oh, that's Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. Like, he's such a big name. But I feel like Lipstick Nick just really, she was my favorite. So now I'm going to go into the first third of my lid with this shade. And I'm going to apply that right after that other pink shade that I applied. And then in terms of contestants, I already told you I really liked Kaylin, Ashley, and Indigo the most. I feel and then the only one that okay, I wouldn't say I didn't like anybody. It was just Benny. As much as I respected him, like he was the only one that kind of I felt like at the finale, like I was just like I didn't see that in the beginning. I mean, I'm really really good for him. I didn't think he would make in the from the get go. Just the front third of my eye, I'm gonna go in with this the lightest gold shade in the palette. I'm gonna pack that on. Another one of my favorite episodes on the show was the collab episode. I really feel like James Charles picked really good collaborators to come on, and that I wish I could have learned is just like how to make sure that you get really good content but still stay true to yourself. Make sure that you and your personality are shining through. Because like, for example, like Ashley, she killed that challenge with Nikita Dragon, and I feel like Nikita is such a personality, and you could see both of their personalities shining through, and that as a viewer and as like a content creator was such a good learning experience for me. It was a lot of fun for me to watch. Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia liquid liner and just give myself a wing, and I will be right back. I've tried filming through this. It's so hard. Because we have some super dramatic wings happening, but I actually really like it. I feel like I never go this thick with my wing because when I first started doing makeup, like the one thing my mom would always say is like have a really, really thin wing. And I just feel like I kind of stuck that in my brain, like, oh, don't get too carried away with your wing. But I actually really like this. I feel like really dramatic eyes, like black, just really brings drama to your eyes. So I'm going to take this LA Girl gel liner in the shade Very Black and line my upper and lower waterline with it and kind of bring it out on this lower edge. That out, I'm going to go into a flat brush and into this pink that we went into, and I am just going to start smoking that out. Basically with the smoking, I do like kind of push motions and then kind of just wiggle the brush around to start blending it, but initially I push the product into my lower lash line. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna pop on some mascara to my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm really quickly gonna go pop on some jewelry and some falsies, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, and this is the completed look. So this is the look without a mask. Obviously, you can throw on a lipstick, a gloss, whatever you want. And then this is the look with the mask. Honestly, I love how this turned out. I feel like just accentuating one part of your face, like so whether it's your eyes or your lips, is so beautiful in general. And I feel like this challenge or this look or this trend is just super like all about that, like embracing one part of your face and like making the best of it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do create a look with a mask, please make sure to tag me on Instagram. It is at Rabs Beauty. And with that, you guys, I really hope that you have a wonderful, beautiful day. And I cannot wait until season 2 of Insta Influencer. Hopefully, I am on that show next time around. But yeah, it was a lot of fun watching this time, and I hope that the beauty community has more opportunities for smaller YouTubers. And yeah, I will catch you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.